weird on my phone because YouTube has just changed something, and it's weird. It's all these different things up on my screen, so I actually don't know what you can actually see right now. Anyways, the reason why I decided to do this live tonight, I'm covered in sawdust. My video internal storage is actually full at the moment. Sorry, my phone internal storage is full at the moment, so I cannot take videos. And I wanted to share something with you. So I don't know if that's, you could say that's God forcing their hand on this situation or me just taking a leap of faith. Anyways, I just want to say my hair looks disgusting at the moment. And you'll see also I've got these cold sores on my face, and I did a a YouTube earlier today, and not a YouTube, a video with the last 5 minutes of my storage, and it went like this. Um, there was a process earlier today. So basically, sorry, I don't know what you guys can see because the video, uh, this is annoying actually. What I can see is so limited, so I don't know what you can actually see. Sorry. I'll just sit down for a minute. What actually happened this morning, not this morning, but early afternoon was, um, so I had quite a big day yesterday. I was feeling really tired. I had 5 minutes of internal storage left on my phone, so I could do a 5 minute video. And I did quite an emotional video, which today I deleted so that I could do a 5 minute video when I was walking down the river. That video basically synopsized what actually happened was this morning I didn't actually have any set plans, and as you all know, it's Anzac Day. So I just allowed myself to get up when I was ready, and I decided I'd make the day work based on what I felt most compelled, drawn, or guided to do. And I didn't know whether it was going to be writing, studying, um, housework, maybe some resting, some gardening. Rah, rah. There's a lot of gardening to be done, by the way. Um, and literally, I was in my pajamas until 2:30 p.m. I was so tired. And my ladies' time started this morning. That's menstruation time. So my ladies' time started, and what I was saying in my quick video was as I've gotten older, I now I'm actually confirmed premenopausal. The hormone blood test has shown that. So I'm in my premenopausal hormone stages of my life. Um, my menstruation time, my women's time, is actually impacting me in a way that's never impacted me before. It exhausts me. I seem to get these outbreaks, but not just here. I also get them on the top of my head, and they're actually really quite sore. And so I put ointment on them. I've got all these really nice, really incredible ointment on there to calm it down. And every time I try to get some medical help on this, they say, "Oh, it's just your skin reacting to something." I said, "But I think it's in my blood because it only comes out every now and again. And in the past, it would come out every now and again when I was really stressed, but now seems to come out quite regularly, right?" I'm going to start recording it, but I think it comes writing down my diary, but I think it comes out during this time. I think it might be hormonal. Anyways, and these things are popping up quite regularly. And yes, there's a part of me that's under undue stress, like more stress than there is a part of me that's going through a quite deep, emotional, stressful time. Every day I'm having to surrender in such a deep level, um, to the divine purpose of my life, which doesn't look like it's aligned with what I wanted my life to look like, okay? So there's a very deep, deep, deep space of true deep surrender, which is what I've been sharing with a lot of my friends and other people that want to learn. This space of surrender isn't easy. Okay, like, yesterday, I was crying most of the day. Today, I've burst into tears at least 12 times, and I don't believe it's just because I'm in my female ladies' time. I don't think it's just because I'm hormonal. But when I started my ladies' time today, it sort of made more sense why yesterday was such an emotional day. Yesterday was a really hard day. Like yesterday, I was felt so. I'm not going to use the word broken because I don't get broken anymore. But I was so. I kept saying, God, this pain. It's such a deep pain. Like I'm being so deeply triggered. Like I was in a place of deep surrender and in a place of deep peace and in a place of deep trust with what was happening. I really was, like, in a way that I never had been before, so I could tell that I really had accepted the surrender process. The grief was so deep, but the whole time I was in that deep grief, I didn't go into despair, and I didn't go into despondency, and I didn't go into a dark space. I was just really, really sad, and I was saying to God, "Thank you for helping me through this process, and what is it that I need to feel, see, hear, understand, comprehend?" Yeah, and that's actually the surrender process, which I've been trying to share with some of my friends. I'm saying surrendering to God doesn't mean we don't have pain. Surrendering to God doesn't mean we don't feel despair. It just means that when we fall into that space, we don't actually go into despondency. Sorry, when we fall into despair, I shouldn't say it. When we fall into that sad space, that grieving space, when we fall into that grieving space, we don't fall into despair because we feel so like God's with us at all times. God is crying each one of those tears with us. You know what I mean? Like it's we're not alone in that grief. And there's something about that that's makes it you can't fall into despair when you know God's crying every tear with you, right? But you do go, wow, this grief. Like yesterday I was saying to God, this grief, it's just phenomenal. It's just like it's really heavy, it's really deep. And I didn't understand a lot of what was bringing on such deep grief. I could theorize stuff. I could think, oh, maybe it's because of this, maybe it's because of that. But in reality, I didn't actually, the grief was so deep. I just thought I just had to let it come out. I'm not, and just trust it's got to come out, you know? So that was yesterday. And so today, I was like, okay, I'm going to allow myself some rest time because yesterday was really full on. And I did a heap of work. I kept pushing myself, pushing myself, pushing myself, and I did a heap of work around the house, like a lot of stuff that needed to be done that wasn't fun. Okay, it wasn't fun stuff. It wasn't stuff that made me go woohoo. It was stuff that needed to be done. 'Cause I thought I'm not gonna just wallow in this grief. And so today I was like, God, I really need to know what to do today. Help me. I don't know how to deal with this day. I'm so exhausted. I just didn't want to get out of bed. And then basically, I don't know if it was God telling me or it's just my own intuition or if God is my own intuition, it's still something I'm still working out what's my words and what's God's words. But basically, it's like, okay, just feed the dogs, make yourself a coffee, and go out and lie in the sun. So I fed the dogs, made myself a coffee, went out in the day bed, laid in the sun, listened to a heap of really interesting YouTube articles, and I was just laying there in my pajamas in the sun, relaxing, and the dogs come up on the bed and we're all snuggling together. I'm listening to this really interesting articles. And then about 2 o'clock, I got really hungry and I did not want to get up. I was so tired. My body did not want to move at all. And I forced myself to move in order to make myself a really healthy late breakfast lunch. And I did that deliberately because I knew my body needed it. So I was really proud of myself for that. And then I went into the bathroom. I went, "All right, God, it's 2:30 in the afternoon. Help me." And what I said in my video, which I think I will post because it was done in such a energetic manner. But basically, I went in, I said, I need to." I'm in the bathroom going, I'm looking in the mirror. looking at myself in the mirror going, I need to. And there was a list of things that needed to be done, like about 20, 30 things, but like especially 6 things that needed to be done, urgently need to be done, right? And I'm there going, "I need to," and I felt this sense of, too tired, can't handle it, it's too much." And I was trying to finish the sentence, "I need to," and I was trying to choose one thing that I urgently needed to do, right? And then I don't know if it was God or me, but I said, "Honour that it's my lady's time." I just burst out to laughter. I literally burst out in laughter because I was like, "This is how look." So forget the internal turmoil what I was thinking, like, that was what was happening inside my head, right? What actually happened in front of the mirror was, "I need to honour my lady's time." Wow, yeah, I really do. That's actually what happened. And it was so cool. It was like, wow, I actually told myself, "You need to honour that it's the first day of your lady's time and that this impacts you differently to how it used to before. It makes you tired, it wears you out, you have different your body." Like, I used to just zoom through those times, like, it's almost like almost inconsequential, almost like it wasn't even happening. But now it just makes me so tired and it gives me breakouts. So it was really cool when I made that decision or when God helped me make that decision to go, this is just me honoring that it's my first day of my menstrual cycle for this month. And I'm that's what I need to do is honor that it's my lady's time. And then what I decided was, okay, so all I actually need to do is take the dogs for a walk and go along the river, which I thought would be really beautiful because it's such a beautiful day. We had such a beautiful day today. It was an autumn, classic autumn day. We had strong winds, rain, beautiful sun. Um, it was just like 4 seasons in one. It's been such an interesting day, such an amazing day. And, yeah, I had a amazing walk along the river, and I only had 5 minutes of, video time, like and it was only 'cause I had to leave that video I took yesterday, so I did take a quick video. But at the same time and I didn't have any data on my phone because, it shouldn't have happened. I actually asked for an extension on my phone, bill, right? So it wasn't supposed to be I had until the 26th of April, right, to pay my phone bill, and that was with people. They it was a hardship extension, and that all went through, but AI, like the robots, decided to shut my phone down a week ago, right, which they weren't supposed to do, but that's the robots dominating humans. See, if you don't worry about AI, I can tell right now, I can tell you right now, I had a legal, human-created hardship extension payment plan put in place, right? But the robots shut my phone down a week ago. A week ago. A like, a week and a half, nearly 2 weeks before my extension payment date. So I couldn't even ring to say, "Hey, guys, I've got an extension, plan. You shouldn't be shutting my phone down." But anyways, what actually happened was my neighbour next door told me a long time ago, "Nadina, if you need help with anything, please make sure you let me know. I have so much savings. I know you're gonna pay me back. Don't suffer unnecessarily, please. You're going through a really hard time. Really hard time. Don't make it hard on yourself, please. I am here for you." So she's helped me pay the rego on my ute. She helped me buy a pair of shoes because my dog's chewed up my flat shoes. Or not my dog's, the little pup. She's 7 months old, but when she was about 4 months old, she chewed up I had them up high and everything. It's just so annoying. I don't even know how she got them unless Alvin got I don't know how it happened. Anyways, and then she just recently paid my phone bill, and it was an extended, payment. plan because it was so much, it was a really extended, phone bill because it was a few months. It was like an internet, I had to put the internet on my house, and I got charged $100 for that, and I had to do back pay for they changed the system, so you had back pay for previous bills, and they changed it to you, paying for everything a month in advance. So there was 1 month where I was paying for the previous bill and the bill coming in the future. Um, oh, and I had to get a new phone, so I'm on a new, phone, uh, payment plan. So basically, it was quite a big bill for, $436.61, and, that's been paid outright, and now I paid my neighbour back. So I had no data. I had no data to do YouTube lives, and that's quite interesting to not be able to do the live when I'm out and about, because I quite like doing them when I'm on the river, even though I did say to you all a long time ago, I probably wouldn't do them so much on the river, so I could just focus on the dogs. But I do find that when I'm out and about, I like that, at least that option of being able to do the lives. Anyways, the point of the story is I took the dogs for a walk. I was along the river and enjoying the walk, and then I was gonna come home, and, we got home at about, Alvin, relax, thank you. We got home and it was about, we got home and it was about, um, it was nearly nighttime. So I think it was about nearly 6 o'clock, 5:30 or something. It gets dark early now. And I was like, oh no, I just really feel like doing something. So I'd given myself permission just to relax because it was ladies' time. But as you can see, I'm covered in dust, or you might not be able to see, but that's dust there. And really, what's happened is it's not easy work, guys. I was wearing lots of winter clothes because it's actually really cold right now. But I've been sanding this down. So this mantelpiece. Uh, so you can see here, it's quite hard. I'm doing it with the sandpaper, and I've got to go into here. It's quite hard, and I've been doing up here. It's quite hard. And this is the other one where I've put the paint stripper on, but that's where I've got to got to sand all that off. So, anyways, and then I just thought, oh, I need a break. I was getting really off. It's quite sanding is actually quite hard, guys. Especially I'm using doing it manually because my my sander my sander has died. My sander has died. I've got to get a new sander. Well, I've been needing to get a new sander for quite a while, so it's not like it's the end of the story. Anyways, that was it. I need to honor it's my ladies' time. And then even then I still got motivated to work on my mantelpiece. And I'm really, really, really proud because this mantelpiece, you can see that I'm getting it together. It's coming along really nice. But it's hard work, peoples. And I wanted to this hand sanding, like taking they had about 12 coats of paint on it, and that window frame, where's it gone? That window frame over there, that was just covered in so many layers of paint. But it's getting to the raw Jarrah, which is so exciting. It's so exciting bringing things back to beautiful raw Jarrah. Um, yeah, it just I feel proud of myself. Okay, so I wanted to sort of do a YouTube to just let you guys know. I gave myself permission to just relax all the day, but I've still worked. But I've been doing that this minute stuff, which is really hard work. I've done with the window sideline. I've done that edge over there, which means I can now do the first coat of on the mantle. The first because I've done the first and second coat of the lacquer on the top, but down the middle part, sorry, the brackets and underneath and the sides, I haven't done it yet. I waited until I had the time. This one still needs to be that one there. I can't do it. Can't do it backwards. I'm not good at reversing with the trailer either. This is actually quite hard work getting this paint off. All this is quite hard work. But you can see here, I got the paint off here. And you can see here, I've got the paint off. So now what I can do, I have to wash it down with water. And then I can, you can see all that yellow, that's got to come off. That's hard work. So worth it, everyone. It's so worth it. So it's sort of a Renault YouTube, but it's also a motivational YouTube, and it's also just that thing of praying. When you say to God, help me. What is it that you want me to do today? And initially, I was like, you know what? I'm going to just honor that it's my women's time because that's basically what I got told to do. And then when I came back from the walk, after I fed the dogs and everything, I got motivated. I literally got motivated to do my more work on my kitchen. And you can see, I don't know, you can see that I didn't even get out of my normal clothes. I'm actually still in, still in my what I was wearing, and they're covered in dust, but it doesn't matter. I was wearing a mask. Point of the story is, I gave myself permission to relax. I've done a chore that gets me moved forward. I actually feel like now I can rest. It's the 8:31, and I just want to share that with you. I don't know why. I just like every little bit helps. But I did that without feeling pressurized. Yesterday, I did a fair bit of work feeling like I've got to do something. I've got to do something. I can't just rah, rah, rah. And it's really hard. I know everyone. It's hard to know. We're not supposed to be lazy, okay? But at the same time, we can't push it. We're not slaves. You know what I mean? We can't be. We got to listen to what God tells us. So it's that prayer time. God, what is it that you need or want me to do today? I think that's one of the most important things we can do for ourselves, and give ourselves complete permission for those times where we just rest. I rested until 2:30 this afternoon in the sun. I could have gotten 12 times more done. I could have got more hedging done. I could have got weeding done. I could have got more coats of paint done. I could have got that done, that done. I could have had a huge day of getting things done. You know what I mean? I actually rested until 2:30 p.m. in the afternoon. And then I've been working really hard from 6 to 8:30, so it's 2.5 hours of work. And now I'm probably going to have a hot bath, and just call it quits with the sanding because it is really hard work. Or I might just get off this YouTube and do another half an hour of the sanding, and then do a thing. Anyways, I hope you're all well, and yeah, I've got quite a few videos to show you some of not just discussions I've been doing over the last couple of weeks. I haven't been posting my videos. I do have some videos that I've been taking that I would like to post, and one of them is actually a Renault job. But one of those, any interest in learning about grit, I actually been learning something about how to sand mastics off, which was actually I found really interesting because I was wasting my time. I was using too fine grit to get the mastics off my window frames, and then I realised, if you use the 80 grit, you get it off. It actually takes it finer, and then you do, yeah. There's all this stuff I'm learning, and you may or may not find that useful. I find that when people teach me stuff about how to do home renos, it's really helpful because it means we can do more stuff for ourselves, and you can also help other people out who might need the help. Anyways, I'm going to leave it at that. I've got so much that I wish to share, the things, as I've told you many times over, that I've been learning from the articles that I watch. And I was taking a lot of notes and doing a lot of study, but recently I haven't been doing as much writing notes, but I've still been watching the articles. Um, but we're getting there. We're getting there. So the main point is just getting that library finished so that I can set up my office area and the computer, and get all that in action. But the kitchen's getting in action, which means healthy food, and we all need nutrition. We all need to be feeding our bodies very healthy food because that's what keeps us going. Healthy food, unpolluted water, exercise, and mental. Really focusing on creating environments and headspaces, like creating a situation where our mind feels really inspired and at peace. So our mind, our bodies just propel, propel to our true destiny. Our human vessel literally is like a car, and we need to look after it. This vessel of ours, like who we are, is our soul and our spirit, right? And the body we're in is just the vessel that we're in to do God's will when we choose to go down that pathway. If we don't do God's will, well, then our whole life is fraught and wrought with issues and all sorts of obstacles and dramas and this and that, blah, blah, blah. But when we actually choose to go down being honoring our true purpose, um, seriously, like blessings abound. And in that, we need to honor our vessel. We need to actually go, this vessel is what allows me to do God's will. So I must at all times look after this vessel. And that's why when we're giving information to just rest, and when it's our ladies' time, or men have a cycle too, but it hasn't been identified yet, but men definitely have a cycle as well. And just do that restoration time. It's a cycle once a month for probably 3 or 4 days of each month. Men and women need to just rest. And of course, we're supposed to rest on Sunday, which I struggle with. I didn't do it yesterday. I did a lot of gardening. I like did a lot of work yesterday. No, yesterday was Monday. I did a lot of work on Monday and Sunday. But I know that I'm supposed to rest more on Sunday, but I was just so inspired. I did so much gardening on Sunday. I was so inspired. It was such a beautiful day. Anyways, my loves, I will wish you well, and I'll speak to you next time. And one of the blessings of me not having video storage space is that it's up in me to do these YouTube lives again, which is a good thing for me to get back into the swing of just chit chatting away, because there's always something I say that someone gets merit and benefit from. um, and I've just got to get back into the habit of sharing what I'm learning. All right, lots of love. God bless. Speak. Actually, I don't know where the shut off button is. It's completely changed. Oh my gosh, this is incredible. Technology constantly changes on you. You go, hey, slow down a bit, slow down a bit. Anyways, whatever. Good night. God bless, and speak soon. I'm still going to share you the visions I had that got me to surrender to God, and maybe tomorrow's the day. Maybe tomorrow I'll do it in the sun. Okay. Or maybe tomorrow's the day I'll share you all what happened to me that really created for me to surrender to God. And I'll give you an update of all the different things I've been learning around my twin flame journey with my prodigal spouse, and everything that God shares with me and gives to me and guides me. It's actually been a quite challenging process. Um, but in full trust, I'm surrendering to everything that I've been guided to, of how to be, what to do, blah, blah, blah. So I will do that tomorrow's Wednesday. So it's probably a Sunday. I don't know what the weather's like, but I really would like to share with you my visions, because you may have had something similar and you didn't really take it seriously for what it really was. Um, and maybe you'll actually realize that what happened to you was actually God speaking to you and working with you, but you didn't realize it was God, maybe. So I will share that with you soon, 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 and it may be tomorrow. God bless. Good night. Love you all. Bye. 369 Tribe Tribe. Bye.